The great thing about the holiday at this wonderful place that is CBS Radio World Headquarters, sometimes you have to go to Texas to get some food. Texas Roadhouse barbecue, gone. I did get a little, folks, but not that much, but it was definitely worth it. Now, he and I like good food. We got a Texas Roadhouse in Monaca, Beaver County, but he is Vic Pasquarelli, one of the smartest men I know. He is the wizard behind the curtain. His son Dominic, his lovely daughter, his wife, they're all about technology, and we were just talking over some pulled pork from Texas Roadhouse about 3D printers, and you hear me talk about this all the time, especially when we're doing these tech shows on Pittsburgh Works and, of course, News Radio 1020 KDK. His son, a pilot, and also someone that has a whole lot of smarts when it comes to technology, guess what Santa brought him? A 3D printer, like, NASA 3D printer, and he built it himself from the very ground level. So we're going to talk about 3D printers and why this is a wave of the future. Explain this, Vic.
Oh, it's amazing. It's everybody knows what a printer is. You type a document or something and it shoots out a piece of paper with printing on it. 3D printers are very similar. You use a CAD program and you can design a piece in 3 dimensions and the printer will make it. Anything from adapters for vacuum cleaners,
automobiles.
It's used all over. I have a friend of mine who works for Boeing, and his main job is designing and doing 3D printing. They use it for prototyping and production. It's pretty cool. But wow. Dominic always just wanted to play with it. It's really, you print all kinds of little statues and stuff, but he told me a really cool story. That if you go to the NASA website, they have all their spaceships and everything in printable files. So if you want a little statue of an Apollo 5,
replica,
and you can print it. But the cool thing is, he was telling me that they have one of these on the space station. And one time the astronauts were working on something and they needed a ratchet. Well, can't run down to the hardware store and buy a ratchet. So the engineers on the ground designed a ratchet, sent them the file, and they printed it.
Oh.
And there's their ratchet. Delivery to space. It's really cool technology, and the cool thing is it's affordable for you to buy at home now.
All right, let me ask you this. Of course, his daughter, an amazing flutist, went to Robert Morris. They know music. The dad roadie for some of the greatest in the history of country music, like Ronnie Millsap, rock and roll bands, local bands that we know and love. So how do you think these 3D printers, I'm curious, because we've seen with synthesizers and how technology has evolved with music and multi-tracking, how do you think it's going to affect music, or can it? Meaning especially instruments, 3D printers.
I mean, it can. I'm sure you can make, it wouldn't be too hard to make something like a flutophone or something like that from it. And it will allow people to maybe make some instruments we don't know about that aren't here yet.
Create those sounds.
Yeah. You think about it in your mind, if you have the ability to draw it and print it, and voila, a new instrument.
All right, speaking of an instrument, her voice incredible. Sarah Marintz, we know the Marintz family. To my friend Robbie Marintz, much love. Hope all is well with you. He is truly my superhero. Talk about her and where she is right now, because we haven't seen her on the Feast of the Seven Fishes in a few years, because not just like those great Eaton Park commercials she did for so many years, but her career is evolving too.
It is. She's now living in Florida, in Orlando, and she's doing a lot of work for Disney.
Wow.
Her younger sister Lizzie is one of the princesses at Disney, and Sarah is doing a lot of voice work and some singing and stuff like that. So kind of a little turn, but still using her talents.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Vic Pasquarelli, our chief engineer here at CBS Radio World Headquarters in Green Tree, just talking a little technology over some Texas Roadhouse food. Have a great day.
Thanks.